Hi there. Are you a registered psychotherapist, but your training didn't give you any of the tangible tools to help your clients to calm and regulate their nervous systems? In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 solid ways that Yoga Nidra can help give your clients tools that augment your therapy sessions. Just like Simon, a trauma counselor whose clients really needed easy protocols and self-care interventions that they could implement daily to help them regulate and build resiliency to stress in the real world. He now has clients who are experiencing success and real shifts in their lives. If you need help supporting your clients with tangible tools that lower stress, that calm anxiety, and that can help with sleep interruptions, you can apply for my Yoga Nidra teacher training by heading to my website, aliboothroyd.com, and heading to the 100-hour Yoga Nidra teacher training to download the information package and learn all about this self-paced lifetime access online program and how to apply. Okay, so truth be told, I could talk about a lot more than 3 ways that being trained in Yoga Nidra could help augment your sessions with your clients as a therapist or as a social worker or anyone that works in mental health or with the psyche. So I will probably have to make some more videos like this. The first thing that I'm going to talk about today is the process of helping cultivate an inner refuge through a Yoga Nidra practice. This is a technique where once you've taken them into a deeply relaxed state, you help them bring to mind a peaceful place. It's a little bit different for each person, and it could be a forest or a beach or a field of wildflowers or a familiar room. And essentially we're walking them through a customized visualization that invokes feelings of well-being, peace, calm, groundedness, safety. You can really curate it specifically to each person and what they're needing most in their life at that time. We bring in the 5 senses and really focusing on the somatic experience in the body of what does it feel like as a sensation, and really grounding down into where they are and kind of breathing in those sensations. Also noticing any accompanying feelings that might be there of perhaps warmth or peace or relaxation. And eventually just dropping all of those visuals and the connection to the senses and just practicing being in the somatic experience, in the physical sensation of their inner refuge. And the name of this technique in Sanskrit is called Ashreya. And it's something that has really shifted the course of my life over the years since I first learned this technique from my teachers Randall from the Kripalu Center and Richard Miller, the founder of Integrative Restoration. It's really been so integral to building a sense of safety within myself because I was a person as a young child and as an adolescent who experienced multiple panic attacks a day sometimes. I was dealing with extreme anxiety, and it took me quite a long time of working with an inner refuge before I became so grounded in that and I was able to pull it up at a moment's notice that I actually started working with bringing in the feeling of anxiety or bringing up anxiety and then going to my inner refuge in my Yoga Nidra practice and going back and forth. And what this does for me now is that when I'm triggered out in the real world, something triggers my anxiety, I'm able to feel the anxiety begin to happen and then pause, and right there along with it are the sensations of my inner refuge. As long as I'm not actually in any real danger, this has served me really well, where I'm able to realize that anxiety is here. I'm able to realize that it's not a life or death situation, and then I'm able to bring in my sensations, my feelings of my inner refuge. And they almost happen simultaneously. It's like I'll feel the anxiety, and right there accompanying it is my inner refuge, because I've kind of wired them together in that way in my Yoga Nidra practice over the years. And this has been incredibly powerful for me in my life and my ability to meet life's challenges in a more calm and centered and collected way. And the second thing that I'd like to talk about is we have an entire module dedicated to pranayama, or breathing routines, that are scientifically proven to calm the nervous system. And these are techniques that we teach people to guide before a Yoga Nidra session as a pre-practice. And one of our graduates, Toby, who's a psychotherapist and a grief counselor, talks about how he had one client who was experiencing more than 5 panic attacks per day. And he was able to give her a simple breathing technique and a short recorded Yoga Nidra practice that she did every single day, and her panic attacks have stopped since she's been doing the practices that he gave her. And this is absolutely life-changing for his client. And I actually got really emotional when he told me about this because of my own history with panic attacks. And I know how debilitating it can be to live that way. I'm going to post a link above and at the end of this video so that you can hear Toby and a few of our other graduates who have therapy practices talk about how this training has absolutely transformed their results with their clients. And the third thing that I want to talk about today is improving their sleep quality. We've had so many therapists point out the benefits of Yoga Nidra practice for improving their clients' sleep quality and aiding with those sleep disturbances or insomnia that some people can experience. Many people can experience it chronically these days. And this is pretty major. You can't really overstate the importance of a solid night's rest on people's well-being and their ability to function in the world. And many clients would be so grateful to have an effortless, natural solution to bring to their toolkit for getting more quality, deep sleep. Sleep is going to help with emotional regulation and improved mood stability. Adequate sleep helps to regulate emotions and reduce irritability and mood swings. And also lack of sleep can lead to increased emotional reactivity and difficulty managing stress. If they're having better sleep, it's going to enhance their coping mechanisms. With proper rest, individuals are better equipped to handle daily stressors and challenges, improving their overall sense of resilience. And it's also going to help with their cognitive functioning and decision making, because sleep is essential for cognitive processes such as problem solving and critical thinking and decision making. And so without enough sleep, cognitive functions can decline, leading to poor judgment or bad decisions. And also, people who get enough sleep are at reduced risk of mental health disorders. So chronic sleep deprivation is linked to increased risk of developing just depression, anxiety, also bipolar disorder. Inadequate sleep helps to maintain a healthy balance of neurotransmitters, which can regulate the mood and also mental health. So it just promotes an overall improved sense of well-being. Quality sleep also helps reduce the risk of burnout. It's just overall enhancing to life satisfaction and promotes a more positive outlook on life for people. So, like I said, there are so many more things that I could talk about. So let me know if you'd like me to make another video like this one, where I talk a little bit more about some of these benefits that might be important to those of you who are therapists or mental health professionals out there in the world. And one of the common questions that we get is, do I have to have a 200-hour yoga teacher training in order to be accepted and certified into your Yoga Nidra teacher training program? And the answer is actually no. We have lots of yoga teachers in our program, but that population of professionals is actually the second biggest population. The first biggest population of professionals within our training are therapists and social workers and people who work in mental health in some way or another. We even have psychiatrists in the program. And one of the reasons that it's not necessary to have a 200-hour as a prerequisite is because the majority of a 200-hour yoga teacher training, we're focusing on things like how to guide a downward dog or a warrior two pose. It's very asana heavy and yogic philosophy heavy. This is yogic philosophy in it as well, but we're exploring different realms of the yogic philosophy in Yoga Nidra. And also we're exploring a lot more into the physiology of the nervous system, pranayama or breathing techniques, and really when we're focusing on the physical body, it's all about just ensuring that people can get comfortable enough to go into a state of deep rest and relaxation. So as much as it can be nice to have a 200-hour teacher training, if you are a yoga teacher out there in the world, it's not necessary to have that foundation before coming into our Yoga Nidra teacher training. So if you have any questions about that, please post them below. I am going to link the video here of our other therapists talking about their experience in the program and also how they've had such wonderful results with their clients. They can tell you a little bit more about some of the things that we dive into in the program. And then also I will link a practice where you can experience the Inner Refuge and a little bit of guidance around that for yourself. If you'd like to learn more about our Yoga Nidra teacher training, please head to my website, aliboothroyd.com. You can there find the different trainings. If you head to the training tab, you'll find the 100-hour Yoga Nidra teacher training, and there you can download an information package, and it's going to tell you all about the program. It's going to give you an overview of the curriculum and also the FAQs, the tuition, and everything that you need to know in order to apply. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me in the comments below. And if you have any insights to add, I'd love to hear from you if you're a therapist or social worker, or if you go to a therapist or someone who helps you with your mental health and they share practices like this with you. I'd love to hear from you as well in the comments below and let us know how it's helped you in your life. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. May you be happy, healthy, peaceful, and free. Namaste.